How's it going, everyone? We are going to review what is now my largest trade to date. I happened to catch it on one of my funded Top Step futures trading accounts. Many of you that have been following me and my socials know that I took a transition from options trading to futures trading back in the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. So over the last probably, I'd say 6 or 7 months, I've been trying to get funded. Finally hit that milestone last month, back in April. Then I blew my first funded account, took another step back, and then passed multiple. So I now have a couple funded accounts under my belt that I'm not now trying to use to attain my first uh, real payout. And I think this one put me really close, a step in the right direction. I just need a couple more green days of minimum $200, and I'll be able to take some of these profits out. So this trade ends up totaling me profit $6,500. Had a potential to make me 10 grand. It could have been my first $10,000 trade, but nonetheless, this is still my first 5,000 plus dollar trade. So I was happy to secure those profits. So let's take a look. Y'all know I love chart patterns. This is exactly what you're going to get here. This was on ES's 1 hour chart. Most of my day trades come on the lower time frames, 3 minute, 5 minute. So a chart pattern breakout on those lower time frames, you're not going to catch as big of a move in the market. So you'd have to have a really large position size to catch, $6,000 on a trade. So this being on the 1 hour chart, only catching a couple candles of this breakout is a massive, massive move. And so your normal position size can get you really large returns catching trades on the larger time frame. So what we're looking at was over the course of about 5 days here, you can see these dark shaded areas. Those represent 1 day. That's the when the market was live during the live hours, and then pre-market and after hours is the dark shaded area. But we know we can trade in after hours and pre-market and futures trading. Can't do that with regular shares and options. And so we formed this rounding bottom over the course of several days. And then we started to trade sideways and formed the handle of the cup and handle pattern, which also happens to be a right angled broadening wedge with the flat top and lower sloping lower trend line. I took a position after we bounced up here off of this lower trend line. I took an entry, and then you're going to see I rode the breakout up. I kept trailing my stop after I got deep into profits and didn't want it to reverse on me and break even or even take a loss on the trade. So once we cleared this resistance level, I started trailing my stop and I caught a move up to this key resistance level here. Based on the chart pattern itself, there was more room for potential profits. I could have made $10,000. It was $10,003 to be exact if it hit the full TP level. But nonetheless, $6,500 is still something to be content with and happy about. So to measure the potential breakout, you go from the bottom of the cup, measure to the top of the cup, then you would take that price target and put it on the breakout of the handle pattern, and that would put you somewhere up here. I think the level was like 60-50 or 60-30 on ES. Um, and so you'll see that in an example in one of these next slides. So let's look at what happened. All right, here's the after. You've seen the before. I entered here. Again, we got that nice close here with that large green bodied 1 hour candle bouncing off the lower trend line. Strong bullish close at the top of the candle. No upper shadow or upper wick. So I took an entry and then we exploded all the way up to that key resistance level. And again, I just kept trailing my stop until it got hit somewhere on this candle. And that potential price target, my take profit level that didn't get hit, it was up here somewhere. And we'll see. Let me show you on this example here. Again, you measure from the top of the cup, the bottom of the cup, slide that price target over, and that gives you your level. Back. All right, and so you can see that the depth of this cup is quite a bit more than just this move up. But I'm glad that I trailed my stops, secured profits. We did reject at this level, start reversing. We came all the way back down into this range here today. So I would have been at break even if I didn't trail my stop. A lot of that I think had to do with the judge that tried to reverse Trump's tariffs, and the market reacted negatively to that. He finally overturned that later today, so maybe we rebound and continue higher. I'll continue to watch for a move back above this level here. And then lastly, there is the total $6,534 in 2 hours trading a cup and handle pattern on ES 1 hour chart. Hope this was great content. Hope you enjoyed it. Look for these chart patterns. If you like chart pattern trading, if you like futures trading, or just interested in learning about them, make sure to follow, make sure to subscribe, have notifications turned on so you'll know when I release more videos and content like this. Comment any questions you have, reach out to me on my socials, and I always try to get back to y'all as quick as possible. I will see y'all on the next video.